have a plan to motor west. Take the highway, it's the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66.
Okay, another day of Get Our Kicks reading book 66, the Kennedy Elementary School Summer Reading Challenge, where each and every day I bring you an award-winning book inspired by a different location in and around Barrow County. Today I'm at 106 West, the Acoustic Theater. This is where my child actually learned to play the guitar, and he also learned to play some drums here too. And that's what inspired the book Pokko and the Drum, and that is written by Matthew Forsyth, and that's what inspired this 106 West, the live music theater where my son learned to play the guitar and the drums. So I'm going to be reading the book Pokko and the Drum by Matthew Forsyth to you guys. As I read, I'm going to model what good readers do, which means read fluently, reading the words correctly at a good pace, not too fast, not too slow, and reading with expression. And as I read, I want you guys to practice model what good readers do. Good readers listen for the story elements, the character, who and what the story's about. They listen for the setting, where and when the story's taking place, and they also listen for the sequence of events, what happens first and next and last. And they try to comprehend. Comprehend means they understand what they're reading. We don't want you just to read the words, we want you to read and understand what you're reading. That's what good readers do. Good comprehension strategy is to read the questions before so you can focus what you're reading on. So we'll give you a list of questions before we read Pokko and the Drum by Matthew Forsyth. Come on out to 106 West, get some live music. If you need to learn how to play the guitar or the drums, it's a great place to go. Pokko and the Drum by Matthew Forsyth. The biggest mistake Pokko's parents ever made was giving her a drum. They had made mistakes before, like the slingshot, and the llama, and the balloon. But the drum was the biggest mistake. We shouldn't have given her that drum, said her father. What, said her mother? The drum is too loud. I can't hear you. The drum was a big mistake, said her father. That sounds like a wonderful idea, said her mother, who still couldn't hear anything he was saying. The next day, her father said, Pokko, why don't you take your drum outside for a little while? But don't make too much noise. We're just a little frog family that lives in a mushroom, and we don't like drawing attention to ourselves. Pokko agreed, and she set out quietly as she could. It had just rained, and the forest was sparkling like an emerald. And it was very quiet. Too quiet. Pokko started tapping on her drum just to keep herself company. But but something stirred behind her. A raccoon playing a banjo started following her, so Pokko hit her drum a little louder. And then a rabbit playing a trumpet started following them, but Pokko kept playing her drum. And then a wolf who couldn't really play anything but was happy to be near the music joined in, and Pokko still played her drum. But then the wolf ate the rabbit, and Pokko stopped playing her drum and faced the wolf and said, "No more eating band members, or you're out of the band." "I'm sorry," said the wolf. And he meant it. And then they all started playing again, and soon there was a crowd of animals playing instruments. And a crowd of animals following them around, enjoying the music. And they were all following Pokko. "Pokko, your dinner is ready," shouted her father. No one answered, but he could hear the music in the distance. And the music grew louder. And louder. Until the crowd swept through the house and carried Pokko's parents off into the woods. "Oh no," said her father. "Oh dear," said her mother. "I think that Pokko's down in front," said her father. "And you know what?" "What?" said her mother, who was just getting to the best part of her book. "I think she's pretty good." And no one could hear what he was saying, but if they could, they would have all agreed. Pokko and the Drum by Matthew Forsyth.
Well, if you